So landlords, if you want to sell a property and you don't know how to set a price, right? Sometimes you tell the price that you want to sell to the agent say, oh, this one too expensive. So this is a video for you, okay? Landlords, sellers, if you want to sell your house, you want to sell your property, this is a video for you. I'm going to show you how to set a sale price using median. So what the property agents actually do, okay? And before we even take the listing. So this is the topic today, subject today. Let's begin. So the content here, overview here is that they are going to 5 topics today. Overview, undervalue, how do we know? What is a median? How to count or define median? Application in real estate, pros and cons, okay? Overvalue, undervalue, fair value, 3 values. What this means? Above median, overvalued. Close or at median, fair price. This is called market price, okay? Below median is undervalued, or you all like to hear this word, below market value. Your buyers will love to hear this word, below market value. When you sell this, you sell to them below market value. Then your buyers will love to hear this. Okay, so what is this median? Before we go into what is median, let's go to how we calculate and define the median first. Okay, so what is this median? Median, as you can see here, statistical measure that represents the middle value in a data set. When the values are arranged in order, it must be arranged in order. That's a key, from smallest to the largest. That means if you are given a data set, in this case, a transacted property value is a price, transacted price, you have to arrange it from the smallest to the largest before you determine the median. If it's a scattered data, it doesn't mean a thing, okay? It divides the data into two halves, where the bottom, where 50% of the values is above and 50% is under. But you need to determine what is the median first, okay? So how do we calculate median? Arrange data from smallest to largest, determine the number of data points, how many data points there is, give this n, find the middle value. If n is odd, the median is value at n plus 1, divide by 2. If n is even, median is average of the values at position n divided by 2 and n divided by 2 plus 1. So this is the example. So given this data 4, 2, 3, 3, 5, sorted out, you become 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 5. Number of values, 5. It's odd, odd numbers. So value at position n plus 1 divided by 2. 5 plus 1 divided by 2 is 3. So the median here is 3. That means anything above 3 is above median, and below 3 is below median, okay? So 3 is the median. So you can see there's 2 3s here. So this is the median. So only 2 is below the median, and 4 and 5 is above the median, okay? Next example. This one is an even number, 3, 2, 1, 4. Arrange it, okay? So it's 4. So average value at position n divided by 2 plus n divided by 2 plus 1. So you will get 4, 4 plus 2. You will get these numbers, 2 plus 3. But we don't end there. 2 plus 3, remember, we need to find the middle value. So 2 plus 3 divided by 2, 2.5. So 2.5, you don't see it in the sorted data, right? It's somewhere in between 2 and 3. So 2.5 is here, right? Where you can see my mouse here. Anything below 2.5 here is below median. Above 2.5, above median, okay? And let's come to real estate, the application to real estate. This one is where you want to sell your property, your house. Let's just say you want to sell a condominium, a service apartment. So you tell the agent, right, to give you the transacted property data. This transacted property data, only registered agents have access to it. And we need to pay, okay? This is not free, we need to pay. And this data comes direct from the Department of Valuation and Property Services, or it's better known as JPPH, Jabatan Penilaian dan Pentaksiran Harta. Okay, the Malay name is better known as JPPH. So JPPH is where you will get the reports like NAPIC, from NAPIC, National Property Information Center. They collect the transacted values of the property. Once you stamp, right, you stamp for stamping, you will definitely record, it will automatically record there. So that's where we get that transactor data. You need to buy, okay? So Bricks is something that you need to subscribe. We as an agent need to subscribe. It comes with our iProperty account. And for Property Guru is there's DataSense, okay? So either one lah. And there's also HProp. HProp, I forgot what's the name. So these few platforms are paid portals only for registered agents, and registered agents only can buy, okay? So you will see this report, right? What this report has is that you will, of course, here you put the name of the development, the tenure, the land use, and also the building type. Property type, building type is property type, okay? Then you will see this table like this. Then down below, right, on this, I didn't show you all, I just covered everything, okay? So it will show you the unit number, the property name, and when is it transacted, and what price. Four things, and you will show you the size also, okay? So these are the few things that you will see. If you want to sell a property, ask the agent, okay? Ask the agent what's the price and sell. They will refer to this and tell you, okay? So we're going to pay attention to this table here, that is price per square feet and price. So it's derived from 17 transactions from September 2023 to August 2024. Let's look at this table. Overpriced or below market value. This median, right? Actually, you must define a timeline. Not anything can be a median. If you have like a 20 years period, 20 years transaction, then the median will be different from when you have a 1 year, latest 1 year, or that within 1 year from the time period. So you need to define the time period. And the data that we get from Bricks is 1 year before. How do you count in 1 year? You can see this per square feet and price based on 17 transactions from September 2023 to August 2024. So what does this mean? Meaning, right, for this particular service apartment, the last transacted, the last sold is on August 2024. So when does this data get updated? Usually for DBKL and Wilayah Persekutuan DBKL Federal Territories of Kuala Lumpur, it can take up to 6 months. 6 months later, then you can see 6 months. Sometimes 3 months, sometimes 6 months. Some people told me this faster, already 3 months. Some councils still up to 6 months, some up to 1 year. So we don't know, okay? We don't know. You basically, what I'm trying to tell you, right? The property market lags behind. Lags behind. It's not real time. So there's always a gap there, okay? So September 2023 to August 2024. So let's look at the price. You see here, 25th percentile, median price, 75th percentile. So in statistics, if you got a bell curve, right? If you got, imagine a bell curve, you split to 4 parts, okay? The first percentile is called the 25th percentile. Second percentile is up 25th up to 50, and 50th, the third percentile 50% up to 75%, and the fourth percentile for 75% and above, okay? So 25th percentile means the first 25% of the data. The 17 transaction, the first 25% of the data is the price of 600,000. That means 0 to 25% is in 600,000 up to 600,000. Then the median is 730, okay? And if you go to the right side, 75th percentile is 1 million. What does this mean? Means on the more to the left, right? Okay, you imagine there's a line in front of you. You go to the left, that means cheaper, okay? The more to the left it is, the more it's cheaper. And the more to the right, away from the median, means it's more expensive, okay? So these are, let's just say sometimes you see transaction, like, wow, you see something sell very, very high. Or something very, very low. Maybe the property price like this is 730. Suddenly there's one sold at 300,000, example. Or 730, 73% is 1 million, right? Suddenly, you can see one sold at 1.5 million, okay? So these are known as outliers. Outliers, okay? So you just need to know that median price is this, and if your property, if you want to sell, you ask the agent, I sell at 750, it's still close to the median price, okay? Or sell at 700, still close to the median price. So that's what it means. Then you'll be asking me, Kenny, my property, right? This outside, all these are all 1,000 square feet, the size, 3 rooms, 2 bathroom. Mine is a penthouse. I bought at 3,000 square feet. The size is 3,000 square feet, and there's only 2 units in this whole development. I'm the owner of one of it, so I want to sell. You can't be telling me that asking price is at 1 million or 2 million is overpriced, right? The owner has a point. This is all called unique property. So to get the more accurate description of the price, you can look at price per square feet. That's why every time when we do comparison, right, for projects, especially projects, we talk about price per square feet. Uh, we talk about, oh, this per square feet price at launch how much, this per square feet price at launch how much. Okay, so that's why it's not the price is not an accurate depiction. Price per square feet is better. When you compare, use price per square feet. Okay, so coming back to the case just now, let's just say if the person actually were to ask me to sell and you got 3,000 square feet. So what's the fair price? 3,000 square feet. Look at here. The median is 885 per square feet. Which means, I'm doing my calculator now. The median price for a fair price for this unit itself is 2.65 million. Okay? Just estimate like that. Of course, it won't be so accurate. 2.65 million. I can't be telling, hey, you sell 2.65 million overpriced at this place. The unit is 3,000 square feet, so that's why it's very important. So sometimes, right, when you see this kind of outlier transaction, maybe it's because that development has a very unique unit that is very big. That's why the transacted price very high. Okay, if you see very very low price, it could be a related party transaction. For example, the parents give to their children. The parents give to their children. That is called they still need to use MOT, instrument of transfer. So they still need to go through the land office. So when these kind of things, right, it will be recorded. For example, let's just say the median here is 730. Suddenly you can see 300,000. That one could be a related party transaction, or it could be an auction. Okay, so the person actually maybe won an auction. That's why it's ridiculously expensive. Hence, again, if you see an auction, if you see that place a lot of auction, you will notice that the price cannot go up because the auction will bring down the price. So if you see that place a lot of auction, is if you know how to negotiate, it's also another hidden gem for you. But what we are talking about here is overpriced at price or below market value. So if you want to sell a house today, you can just look at this. Okay? Ask the agent give you the transaction, just look at this. Everybody will want to sell high one. Nobody, I never met people that want to sell low unless they are in trouble. They're in trouble, they need to use the money urgently, they will sell low. Okay? We call them motivated sellers. So what is the pros and cons of using this median method? First is that you have realistic expectation. You don't sell too high or too low. You can adjust accordingly. If you sell too high, I can guarantee you will not be able to sell. You will not, because you will not get calls. That time you say, oh damn it, man, I don't know whether these agents are all working or not. But actually if you sell too high, right, you know what the agent will do? The agent will take, but it won't list one. Because you cannot jalan, cannot go, cannot transact. And remember, the agents only make money when there's transaction. So what's the point? If you cannot transact, I put up the ads, it's a waste of my money. If I tell you the price is like this and you still insist on selling a so high price, I can just say, okay, never mind, you send me the photos. That's what your agent do, right? Send me the photos. Then after that, for donkey years, you will never be able to sell. Then you ask, any buyer? No buyer. No buyer. Like that, okay? So that's why when the agent advise you, right, you just need to think whether, okay, this price is acceptable or not. If it's not acceptable, there are other ways to help mitigate your losses, okay? But if it's acceptable and you really motivated seller, you really need the money, please The best method is to lower it down to lower it down until you can sell. Okay, uh, if you sell too low, don't say lah. They sell too low, definitely the buyer will definitely they have got buyer one lah. But sell too low sometimes it's not whether you actually lose. Some people they sell very low is because they just want to exit. They made their money already. Maybe instead of making 500,000 they make 300,000 example. Okay, because they bought it long ago. Then some people is because the property is draining their cash flow, so that's why they sell very low. Never mind, pay the bank just to get rid of it. 50,000, pay the bank, get rid of it. At least every month I don't bleed, because I've been trying to sell this for 2 years. So the money I bleed for 2 years is enough, is more than enough to pay the bank loans already. Why not I sell? Okay, I will illustrate this more in a clearer format with using numbers, whether to sell or not to sell. Okay, but for now, just bear with me, just listen. Okay, and so cons. You come to the cons. Cons is because they're based on a transacted S&P price. So the deal, right, if it goes through a markup deal, you won't know it's a markup deal. Okay, you won't know one. But there are a few telltale signs. Let me give you an example. Let's just say we talk about the condominium just now. All 1,000 square feet. Median price about 730. Then let's just refer back to the table. The median price, the 75th percentile is 1 million. Of course, you as a seller, right, you want 1 million. But 1 million, only one transaction. And then the rest are all 730, 750. The highest is about 800,000. Then suddenly this one, 75th percentile is 1 million, only one transaction. Most likely, that 1 million is markup. Okay? That you can tell one. Once you see the transaction like this, you can tell. Okay? So, don't be so happy and say, hey, I also want to sell 1 million. Yeah, of course. You can actually say you want to sell 1 million, but whether can sell or not is another story. That is what I want to share with you. Okay? So I hope this has been helpful. And if you want to sell, you're the owner, you want to sell, let me know. You can actually slide in my DMs, WhatsApp me, tell me what property, and perhaps you can start talking. You want to sell. Okay? Landlords, if you want to sell, please reach out to me. Others, if you subscribe to my channel, Property Stories, for more real estate content. And of course, share with your friends and family who wants to sell, and you are welcome to refer them to me also. Okay, so this is Kenny here from Property Stories, and I'll see you again next video. Bye bye.